Do you ever notice that most Parkinson's life hacks sound like they were written by somebody who's never actually had Parkinson's? They'll say things like, just get plenty of rest. Oh, perfect. Why didn't I think of that? Right? Or stay stress free. Sure. Let me just unplug the part of my brain that makes the dopamine and I'll get right on that. Huh. So today, I'm not giving you the fluffy stuff. I'm going to share real survival moves, things that I've learned, tried, or stolen from brilliant people in our community that actually help when life gets hard. These are the hacks that you won't find on Google. And make sure you stick around to the very end because Carmen has a brand new care partner segment. Plus, I've got one of my favorite Bryce-isms that might just change the way you think about survival.
Welcome to Living with Parkinson's. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. Now, if you're new here, I'm Bryce, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's over 15 years ago. And let's just say that the reality part of the title hits home. Now, this channel is about living real life with Parkinson's, not the brochure version. We talk about what's hard, what's hilarious, and what actually helps. So if you're into that kind of real talk, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. It helps our community grow. And it tells YouTube that Parkinson's voices matter. All right, let's get into some survival moves, some tactics and survival hacks. Okay, so here's the first one, the pre-apology strategy. Sometimes it's coming, right? A tremor, stiffness, a freeze, or that lag before your meds kick in. So I'll beat Parkinson's to the punch by announcing it. If I'm out somewhere, I'll say, all right, folks, meds haven't kicked in yet. So if it looks like I'm buffering, just give me a second. It gets a laugh, it drops attention, and most importantly, it puts me in control. Now, there's some science behind this. You know what? When you use humor, you literally reset the emotional tone in the room. You lower cortisol, the stress hormone in yourself and others. Interesting, right? Like I always think about laughing and making jokes and releasing dopamine, right? But it actually lowers cortisol as well, and that's the stress hormone in yourself and in others. So why don't you try that this week? One small pre-apology moment, and then comment below how people reacted. I'll bet it surprises you, really. All right, that one's about controlling the vibe, but the next one's about controlling your brain fog. So when your brain is fried from fatigue or dopamine dips, even simple decisions feel like calculus. So here's what I do. I call it the outsource the overthinking. Outsource the overthinking. I keep a note on my phone that says, when in doubt, do the easy thing. And under it, I've got options. If I don't know what to eat, make toast. If I don't know what to do, take a walk. If I can't focus, reset the playlist. That's in my notes. Now, it sounds silly, but it saves energy because with Parkinson's, decision fatigue is real. Every choice burns dopamine. And guess what? There's science behind that. I went to school for this one, right? I did some nice research. Anyway, the prefrontal cortex, right? That's the part of your brain that makes decisions. Depends on dopamine to function smoothly. So the fewer choices you make, the more energy you save for things that matter. Wow, crazy. Hey, comment below. Did you know that? Did you know that that's what it does? And could you imagine the less decisions you make, right? The more energy you save. Interesting. So comment below one decision that you could pre-decide for your future self. Let's crowdsource some smart laziness. All right. Okay, now let's talk about something that I call the dopamine doppelganger. The dopamine doppelganger. Okay. We're all great at giving advice to other people, aren't we? We're terrible at giving it to ourselves. So when I'm stuck, I'll ask, what would I tell my best friend if they were in my shoes? And then I follow that advice. Now, it short circuits self-doubt and it builds self-compassion in real time. So it's amazing how we'll give great advice to friends, but not give ourselves that advice. So again, when I'm not sure, make sure that you give yourself the same advice you'd give your best friend. And that's a big one. So this week, when your brain starts spiraling, pause and ask yourself, what would I tell somebody else right now? And then actually do it. Tell yourself and then do it. Okay, it's time to bring in some rhythm. And I mean literally bring in some rhythm. The Parkinson's playlist rule. That's my next one. I've got 3 playlists, one for when I'm slow, one for when I need a boost, and one when I'm mentally fried. It's like a remote control for my brain. And there is some science behind this too, that most music activates multiple areas of the brain, including the motor cortex. And that's why rhythm helps with walking, movement, and even speech. Sometimes I shuffle, sometimes my playlist does too. All right. In the comments, drop one song that always lifts your mood. Let's build community. Let's build a community playlist. The first Parkinson's dopamine mix. How about that? The Parkinson's dopamine mix. So what's that? What's that one song that gets you going, gets you pumped up? What's your jam? Okay. Now let's talk about something that you might not expect. I call this one a strategic surrender. That's when Parkinson wins around and I stop fighting it. If my fingers won't cooperate, I change the task. If my speech is off, I type instead. It's not giving up, it's pivoting. And why does this work? It works because it keeps frustration from hijacking your nervous system. Once stress spikes, symptoms actually get worse. So switching gears protects your calm and your coordination. You know what? Sometimes the best move is calling a timeout before Parkinson's throws the flag. How do you like that? Comment below one situation where you could strategically surrender. It's not defeat, it's a dopamine preservation. Okay, now before we jump into Carmen's Care Partner Corner, I want to share something brand new. A moment for everyone watching who's navigating Parkinson's solo. I'm calling this like your solo power move. So if you're living with Parkinson's on your own, you're not forgotten here. You're part of the family, and I never want you to feel you're not. So here's something I've learned from so many people that are navigating Parkinson's solo by themselves. Your best survival move is building a connection circuit. Now, that means scheduling short check-ins, not for emergencies, just for belonging. Could be with a neighbor, could be with a friend, could be with your partner, doesn't matter, or even joining the inner circle. Because connection isn't just emotional, it's neurological. Social interaction boosts oxytocin and dopamine, and those both help regulate mood and movement. So you might live alone, but you're never doing Parkinson's alone. And you know what? It's exciting. Like we are just going to start a brand new in our inner circle. There's a group in the inner circle. I'm calling it the Circle Solo chat group. And it's a space made just for you. So if you're navigating Parkinson's solo and you want to not do it alone, check out the inner circle. The link's in the description below, and check out when you get inside, you can go be a part of the inner circle solo chat or solo group. Okay. Now we've talked about hacks for the body and the mind. Now let's hear from the person who lives through every experiment with me. And this is Carmen's Care Partner Corner. And here's what she would have me say to you today. So here's the thing about Bryce's hacks. I've learned that my job isn't to keep up, it's to adapt. You couldn't keep up. No, just teasing. That was me. That was Bryce. Okay. Every time he finds a new rhythm or a workaround, it changes the rhythm for me too. And I've realized that adaptability is our shared superpower. Care partners, your hack might not be magnesium spray or music playlists. It might be flexibility. It's learning to pivot when the plans change or laugh when things go sideways. So my tip for care partners, don't chase perfection, chase presence. The best hack is just being there, even if you can't fix it. I love that. Chase presence, not perfection. That's the heartbeat of this whole episode. Very cool. All right. Here we go. I'm going to wrap this up with 3 quick ones that keep me grounded. You ready? They're going to go fast. 3 quick ones that keep me grounded. Get your pens out. Reverse engineering control. When everything feels unpredictable, I organize one small thing that I can control: my desk, my coffee mugs, my sock drawer. It's not about neatness, it's about peace. Just find that one thing. Quick wins, quick little things to take control of. Number two, the 90-second rule. When frustration hits, I give myself 90 seconds to be mad, and then I move on, because a bad moment doesn't deserve a whole day. It only deserves 90 seconds. And number three, do one thing that makes you feel useful. Parkinson's tries to whisper you're less capable. So every day, do one small thing that prove it wrong. Fix something, help someone, encourage someone. Purpose is dopamine's best supplement. Oh, hear that one? Purpose is dopamine's best supplement. I got to write that one down. Okay, drop one thing that makes you feel useful. It might inspire someone else's next good day. So hopefully those hacks are something that you can really implement into your day. And if you made it this far, guess what you did? You've unlocked I should have like a sound effect there. You've unlocked the Bryce-ism. Okay, here is your Bryce-ism for today. You can't control Parkinson's. But you can control how creative you get about living with it. Simple, but true. All right, so this week, pick one of those hacks and make it yours. Adapt it, rename it. Well, don't think about renaming it. I think they're cool names. But anyway, adapt it, rename it, break it, improve it. Because survival with Parkinson's isn't just about doing it my way. It's about discovering your way. And let me know in the comments, which one are you going to try first? Or do you have a weird hack of your own that works? Share it, because you never know who might need help. And if you're ready to keep building connection, purpose, and humor into your journey, come over and join us in the inner circle. Again, there's a care partner group. There is now a living solo group, and people are waiting to just communicate and do life with you. All right. And don't forget to subscribe. It's free. It helps the community grow. And it tells YouTube that Parkinson's stories matter. They really do. And until next time, you keep showing up, you keep laughing, and you keep doing life today. We'll see you later.